Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. Welcome to Nat Fashion Hub, the best fashion channel in the world. So today, quickly, without wasting time, I'm going to teach you how to cut a trouser. I'll teach you the simplest method ever. Alright, and within few minutes we are done cutting our trouser. So if you would like to keep on seeing my content, please hit the subscribe button and turn your notification bell on so whenever I drop my videos you'll be notified. Right, so quickly, this is my tape, my scissors, my French curve, my straight ruler. Right, so let's get to work. So these are the measurements I'm going to be using. I'm going to be using a waist measurement of 33. The trouser width, that is the lap, the tie is 24. The trouser length is 38, and the ankle measurement is 14, while the knee measurement is 17. So for us to be able to cut our trouser, first let's identify the length of the trouser. The trouser length is 38. So this is 38 right here. Here's the length of our trouser. We're going to add 2.5 inches for hemming allowance. So we'll stop at 42. 40 and a half, sorry. So this is 40 and a half here. This is 38. Alright, so simply we will get this. So what we are doing now first is, I want us to first of all get the horizontal lines, okay? When we get the horizontal lines, we'll come back and get the vertical lines. So we have gotten our trouser length. The next thing for us to get now is the half length, okay? And how do you get your knee length, which is half length? You divide your full length by 2. Alright, so dividing this by 2, this is our what? This is the half length of this trouser, okay? And this will be our knee length. So we have this at 19. So we'll still mark the 19 here. And the next thing is also to get what? The straight line. And of course, this is where our waist measurements are starting. From the beginning here is where our waist measurements are starting. Alright, so we have gotten the waistline, the knee, the length, and the hemming allowance. The next thing we are going to do now is to get the waist measurement. Before we get our waist measurement, we'll mark here half inch. We'll mark here by half inch, okay? So our waist measurement will start from this point, half inch, to this side. So our waist is 33. When you are cutting your trouser, you divide your waist measurement by 4. So if you divide 33 by 4, you will simply be having 8 1/4. Alright, so this is our 8 1/4. We'll add half inch seam allowance, that becomes 8 3/4. This is 8 3/4 here. And then we'll come down here by what? 3/4 inch. This is to give fitting to this trouser in front. So just come down by 3/4 inch to give it a little curve here. That's all. So this is our waistline. Alright. So on this waistline now, we are going to get our what? The next thing for us to get is our crotch length. And crotch length is simply what? Waist divided by 4. So a waist of 33 and a half divided by 4, we are having what? We are having 8 1/4. Alright. So this is our 8 1/4, and that becomes our what? Our crotch length. Alright. 8 1/4, that becomes our crotch length. So this crotch length, we also mark where we will take our what? We will take our lap measurement. That is the tie. Alright. So the tie we said is 24. So 24, when you're cutting the tie measurement into 24 divided by 2, you have what? 12. So we are starting from the beginning here. You have 12. So this is our what? Our 12 right here. You see that? So the next thing for us to do now is to curve our crotch. How are we going to curve our crotch? We'll take the measurement from here to the end here. We have 9 1/2, right? So we extend this 9 1/2 here. Okay. We extend the 9 1/2 here. You see, this is our crotch line. So for us to cover our crotch, we'll come up here by what? We'll come up here by 2 inches. This is 2 inches. Okay. And this becomes our what? This becomes our hip line. Okay, So on this hip line, we'll still come out by what? By 1 inch. Okay, we'll still come out by what? By 1 inch. Sorry, this my chalk is breaking. It's come out by 1 inch. Okay, so our crotch line will now become like this. Let's see this like this. Okay, so that becomes our crotch line. All right, and we'll simply curve it beginning from here to here. So this is our crotch line for this trouser. The next thing for us to do now is to get the fitting line, all right, so that we can use it to get our knee measurement and our ankle measurement. How do we get the fitting line? We divide the thigh measurement into 2. So divide 12 by 2, you have 6, right? This is 6 here. 6 here. So we'll come down here, we still mark what? 6. Come down here, we still mark 6. All right. So now get a straight line from this 6 we are marking. Now get a straight line. Can you see that? So on this straight line now, we are now going to take our knee measurement and our ankle measurement. We'll say our ankle measurement is 14, right? So since it's 14, we are going to give 4 this way and 4. We are going to give, when you are cutting, you divide your ankle measurement into 2. So divide 14 by 2, you have 7. So we mark from this line to this side 3.5 inches, and from here to this side still what? 3.5 inches. So 3.5 plus 3.5 will give you 7, and 7 plus 7 is equals to 14. All right. So coming to the knee here, we say it's 17. Our knee is 17, and half of 17 is what? Is 8.5. All right. So if we divide 8.5 into 2, you're having 4.25. So it means 4.25 will be this way, right? We say 4.25 this way. All together making 8.5. Can you see this? Making 8.5. All right. So the next thing for us to do is to join this point to this point, this point to this point. So with our ruler, we join this to this. Then we join what? Then we join this to this. This to this. Simply extend this line straight down here. Let's see, extend the line down here. All right. The next thing now is for us to join this point to this point, this point to this point. So we'll simply turn our French curve this way. And you see the way I'm using my French curve. So we're drawing this line here. You see, turn it this way, like this. You see. Turn it like this. The shape come out very well. You see this. Make sure these points are not sharp. They're not sharp, okay? And then here we join this line to the hip line here. This mark to the hip line there. You see this? So we are done sketching our trouser, the front piece. The next thing is to go ahead and do what? And cut it out. Alright? So it's as simple as this. So simply cut it out. So we can see this. We are done with the front piece of this trouser. As you can see, we'll now head on to the back piece. We'll now head on to the back piece, all right? So for the back piece, we still fold this into 2. Still fold this into 2 like this. bring our front piece. So this is our front piece. And now keep it this way. Alright. Keep our front piece this way. Let me keep it so you can see the chalk mark very well. So shift it this way. Alright. So after keeping it like this, let it be the same length with the fabric down. It's okay like that. So after we kept it like this, make sure you give an allowance of about 3 inches here. Alright. So come up here and mark 2 inches up here. Alright. Come this way and still mark 2 inches. This is how to get the back piece. Alright. So the next thing I'm going to do is to join this point to this point here. Very simple and straightforward. You see that? So the next time, having done that, I'm going to shift one piece of the front piece, just one piece. I'll shift it, this way, leaving this is the other part of the front piece. You can see, right? Leaving an allowance of 3 inches up here and 2.5 down here. All right, let's confirm that. This is 2.5 inches or 2.25, still fine. And here 3.5 or 2.75 is still fine. All right. So having done this, the next thing for us to do is to go ahead. Now I'm going to show you something. When I'm cutting and I get to this place, I'll show you something. This is how I'm going to cut this out. Now this is the back piece. This crotch for the back piece, the curve won't be as deep as the front piece. All right, it won't be as deep as this. It will be a bit shallow. Okay, to come like this and join here, and join here. Okay, something like this. Something like this. All right, something like this. So watch carefully how I'm going to cut it. I'm going to cut it this way. Cut like this. So watch how I'm going to cut it here, like this. And I'll cut like this. Alright. And I'll cut like this. I'll see this, guys. I'll see how simple this is. Very, very simple and straightforward. I believe we understand this using this very, very simple method here. I believe we understand how to cut a trouser using this simple method I've just applied here. Guys, if this video makes sense, what are you waiting for? Hit the subscribe button and turn your notification bell on so that whenever I drop my videos, you will be notified. Once more, thanks and welcome to my YouTube channel. Welcome to Nat Fashion Hub, the best fashion channel in the world. Thank you.